Sexual discipline is hard, but definitely worth it. Are you watching porn? Are you constantly ejaculating with women or with porn? Perhaps you are tired of being so sexually undisciplined, so sexually restless. And perhaps you see the negative consequence it has on your life. Hi, I'm Sebastien, your addiction recovery coach. If you want to know why and how to be more sexually disciplined, stay till the end of the video. I want to tell you a bit of my story. When I was living in Thailand, I was still watching porn. At one point, I gave up porn for a year and a half and I relapsed. And I relapsed hard for 5+ months. The reason why I relapsed is because I was still objectifying women, because I was participating in hookup culture. I was going to massage parlor, I was going to prostitute, I was on dating apps, so I was hooking up with any woman that would want to have sex with me. Even if you do not watch porn, but you are still objectifying women and still going to places like massage parlor, prostitute, and hooking up with women, you are more likely to relapse because one way or another, the result is the same. You're still addicted to ejaculation and you're still addicted to objectifying women like I was. And what I mean by hooking up, what I mean by hookup culture, I mean that you are pursuing a woman mostly for your physical need, for sex. The outcome is ejaculation. So you are addicted to your ejaculation, you're addicted to objectifying women, as I was. And over time, you get to a point where you realize that not only hooking up and going to all those places is a waste of time and money, the fulfillment you get is not that high. I'm not saying I did not have fun. I did have fun because sex and masturbation are not a bad thing. If you do it for the wrong reason, and if you hook up, and if you masturbate with porn, then it becomes an unwholesome activity. The way I was doing it was unwholesome, which means it was not beneficial to me and also for the other person because I was only thinking about my ego and my physical needs. So that is why it did not bring me any fulfillment, even though I had some fun. Let's be real. But the problem with being sexually undisciplined is that you not only hurt the other person in one way or another, indirectly or not, because you are just seeing her as an object of pleasure. But when you objectify the other person, you objectify yourself in return. So it is a lose-lose situation for anybody involved. But also, because it's such sexual undiscipline and sexual restlessness is such a waste of your potential because your potential lies in your sexual energy. And I was just wasting it. And by virtue of harnessing and taming that sexual energy, I could tap in that full potential, but I did not. Well, I did not to the extent that I could. So that is why right now I decided to put dating aside. I haven't been watching porn for many years now, and I'm never looking back. So by virtue of really giving up porn, of really participating in desexualizing my mind through meditation, through not objectifying women, through not hooking up, I get better and better. But I want to go a step further by not dating for a while and really let go of this objectifying mind, even though I got better over time. The solution to have more sexual discipline is things like meditation. Meditation will help you tremendously because meditation is the best way to deal with those urges. It's the best way to deal with the need, the desire to ejaculate. And I've made videos on how to deal with those urges. Please check out those videos in my channel. Meditation, lifting weights. I think that lifting weights is incredibly important to not only bring you a sense of doing hard things and putting your body through that stress to grow and become stronger, bigger, and more aesthetic. And obviously, it boosts your testosterone and all that good stuff and lower your cortisol as well. So you want this as a lifting weights, meditation. And Also, you want to give up. This is the number one. If you are still watching porn, you cannot desexualize your mind if you are still watching porn. That is the number one. For me, I always say that in order to desexualize your mind, the first step is giving up porn. Then you have things like meditation. Then you have things like mindfulness. Then you have things like lowering your gaze. But the number one step is for you to give up porn. And if you give up porn and do things like meditation and do things like lifting weights, you have three things that will make your life so much better as a man. You find out more of your authentic, your healthy masculinity inside of you. Because now you know how to deal with your sexual energy, because by virtue of giving up porn and automatically being on semen retention, and you couple this with meditation, you will be able automatically and organically to deal with that sexual energy. And that is when you can find out who you are, your authentic self, and integrate the shadow aspect of yourself and find out what you are truly made of and what you truly want from this life. And that is what I want for all of us. And it's a lifestyle and it's a pursuit and it's all about the journey. So don't be worried if you're not where you want to be. Take it a step at a time. But understand that sexual discipline as a man is incredibly important. You have a lot of negative consequences by being sexual undisciplined. As I said, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. You don't really get that much pleasure. And obviously you can hurt yourself. You can hurt other people, and pregnancies and abortions and all that stuff. As I said previously, you are also wasting a lot of your precious sexual energy, which is your potential. And you don't want that as a man. That is all for today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you give up on sexualize your mind and other addictive compulsions and behaviors. Thank you so much for listening. Links are in the description box below. If you need my help, shoot me a text, hire me. I'm here to help you, and I'm sure I can help. See you very soon.